The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Broncos softball is on the air here from Spring Hill, Kansas, where your Broncos will take on the Baldwin Bulldogs. And again, proud to be bringing you this Frontier League softball action here on Spring Hill Sports Live for the second time this season after you caught that matchup versus Lewisburg earlier this season. I'm Alex Smith on the air with softball for the very first time here at Spring Hill, joined by Caden Carbajo as usual, as you get a look at the Baldwin Bulldogs, the 4A Bulldogs coming in to this game. They currently stand at 3-5 on the season. As I will throw to a quick break, we'll be right back with more pregame action after this. The pregame show is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. We've got lineups, we've got keys to the game, all coming next right here on your pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Spring Hill Sports Live. What's turning into a fairly windy evening, though. Very beautiful conditions for the second straight day here in the greater KC metro area. Of course, this game is live from Spring Hill, Kansas. Get a look at the nice dance moves going on before the game, and this is something that is currently involving both teams. Baldwin going at it by their dugout as well. But we keep it locked in on your Broncos here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Our presenting sponsor, Strode Orthodontics, specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Ortho is experienced, highly trained, and fully licensed with decades of combined experience in the orthodontic field. With locations at Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park, learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Well, the Spring Hill Broncos hope to continue dancing, continue what's been a very impressive season so far. Most impressive, perhaps, that recent home doubleheader sweep that we did carry on this very network of Lewisburg. 17-0 and 16-2. Those were the two finals over the rival Wildcats. And that one, of course, today's opponent is Baldwin in just a single. This was a doubleheader, but that was split between JV and varsity. And again, the Bulldogs coming into this one, they are 3-5 this season. Your Broncos looking like one of the stronger outfits in the Kansas 5A division, frankly, as they have already amassed 8 wins, 8-2. And only a couple teams in 5A really kind of stand head and shoulders above them. Pittsburgh and Shawnee Heights both have just one loss, though they've played many fewer games than your Broncos. And Casey Piper is 8-0 in the 5A division. And dreaded opponent St. Thomas Aquinas, they are also currently undefeated in Kansas 5A. So excited to see what has been a very competitive Bronco outfit in action today. For me personally, the very first time this season, and happy to get you your Broncos here. Highlights, we already got some nice dance moves framed up, so we hope to have some nice defense, some big blasts, and we do have the multi-camera setup. Going to be able to show you first base, the overview, and a third base shot as well. So we're hoping that this presentation can really give you all the angles. Again, Caden Carvalho is here with me working on all that here from Spring Hill, as we will be right back with the keys to the game and get you your starting lineups. I'll get you the pitchers before we throw to a break here. Brielle D will be the flex player and the starting pitcher for the Broncos, opposed by Bentley for Baldwin, who is in the number 8 spot in the batting lineup, so not using the designated player for her. We'll get you the rest of the lineups. We'll get you those area matchups in the starting lineups, brought to you by Perfect Details Salon and Suites. All that coming right after this. You are watching Broncos softball right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Being a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation is about making a difference in a child's life to ensure they will have every opportunity to succeed in the classroom and beyond. My name is Dr. Bart Gehring, and I have been a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation for 25 years.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Ladies, do you know what you want to drink?
Ooh, yeah, I'll have the unlimited coffee.
Me too. You got some coffee?
You know, back in my day, unlimited meant there were no limits.
But you need a limit.
Tired of paying for unlimited offers that leave you feeling limited? Experience Limitless with Go Brawley.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill.
Welcome back here to your home for Broncos softball, Spring Hill Sports Live, where first pitch between the Broncos and the Bulldogs of Baldwin about to come your way, as Brielle D will fire to Allie Darnell, the Baldwin center fielder. That first pitch is fouled away, as you will be treated to our multi-angle broadcast here. And I will get you those lineups here shortly. The starting lineups are brought to you by Perfect Detail Salon and Suites, a full-service salon, as the one-strike pitch is going to be tapped on the ground back to the pitcher. Throw over to first, retires the leadoff hitter, Allie Darnell. Carly Toot, the second baseman of Baldwin, will bat next. So the Broncos look to start this game in style, as D has perhaps already done so, getting the first out. Style is what you'll find at Perfect Detail Salon and Suites. Stylists, nail, lash, and spray tan techs, massage therapists, estheticians, they'll all get you back in the game. And feeling your best, book your next appointment at salonperfectdetails.com. One down here in inning number one. Broncos looking to stay hot, as that one comes in down low. A good view of the strike zone here from our angle, slightly off center. We are just to the right field side of second base here, as that one does clip the outside part of the strike zone. Again, Carly Toot, the batter, facing Brielle D in the 2 spot. Shayna Doty, the first baseman for Baldwin, will come up next. Caitlin Bass, the catcher, will be in the cleanup spot. That pitch up high. Michaela Hirschman, the third baseman. After that, Lauren Berg, Kristen Manbeck, the right fielder. Riley Bentley, the pitcher, bats eighth. And Zoe Crump is the left fielder. No designated player for Baldwin in that starting lineup, as D looks in. Here is the 2-1. It's going to be in there. Strike two. With a one down here, no score early between the Broncos and the Bulldogs. D looking in. This is the 2-2. That one swung on, grounded over to second base. The flip to first in time First 2 outs come efficiently for Brielle D. We'll get you that Bronco defensive alignment. Emma Reeves leads off and is the second baseman. You saw her make the play right there. Olivia Fraley in the 2 spot is the designated player. Maya January, shortstop in the 3-hole, as D looks in and delivers outside and high for ball number 1. There are now 2 down in the first. 1-0 pitch is off speed. Looked like it dropped pretty much right in there. As we continue down the lineup, cleanup spot belongs to the third baseman, Nora Burrell. Julia Becker, the first baseman, bats 5th. Campbell Murmis, right fielder, is in the 6th spot as another strike swinging this time from D to Shayna Doty. And Delaney Hill, the catcher, 7th spot. Marissa January in center, batting 8th. And Blair Summer, the left fielder, is batting 9th. The pitcher, D, is the flex player, not in the batting lineup for the Broncos in this one. Again, I am Alex Smith. Alongside me today is Caden Carbajo. You can feel free to find me on Twitter at AlexSmithPXP for Bronco highlights. After this one, planning on clipping a couple, and depending on, of course, what type of game action we're presented with here today. Strike 3 swinging. Doty goes down a 1-2-3 top of the first for Brielle D as the Broncos come up to bat in the bottom half. This is Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
More than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Bottom half of inning number 1 coming your way from Spring Hill. Broncos due up to have their say here in inning number 1. As you get a look at the Baldwin pitcher, Riley Bentley will be in the circle for the 3 and 5 Bulldogs. The Broncos in the home purple, kind of the inverse of what you typically see, or actually it looks like they're in black with the purple letters. It's Baldwin in the gray and purple, looking like Lewisburg's baseball jerseys. As there are no outs here in inning number 1. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for doing so here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Emma Reeves, the second baseman, leads off for your Broncos. First pitch to her from the lefty, Bentley, is going to be high. Beautiful, if windy, afternoon transforming into evening. As that one was also outside, 2-0 early to the leadoff batter for the Broncos. 76 degrees here. Peaked at 78, but we are coming down from that. First strike of the outing for Bentley pushes the count to 2-1. And the pitch down low, nice block by Caitlin Bass behind the plate for Baldwin. Again, Brielle D started the top portion of the first for Spring Hill went 1-2-3, and that's how we got to this bottom portion here. 3-1 pitch is going to be cracked into right field, but caught by the right fielder. So leadoff batter retired for the Bulldogs. That is where we kind of lose the ball, folks, in the outfield. We've got the infield all angled up. We'll be able to track those runners for you. But that is the price we pay. All 4 cameras have to plug into this computer. That means they all run from the outfield. So unless they hit it to us, we may lose it. But you can, of course, rely on my voice to let you know where the ball is going, how all the action looks here on a beautiful spring evening. This is Olivia Fraley not playing in the field this evening, is the designated player, but in the 2 spot. This is lefty to righty. The pitch is going to be low. Excited to carry some Bronco baseball once again on Spring Hill Sports Live. That will take place next week on Monday. Big matchup with Paola. Now, Paola are a very talented baseball club. So excited to make that outfield setup. I believe that may even be a doubleheader, though we do need to check that. I believe it is a 2-2 count now to Fraley from Bentley. Correct that it is 3-1. That one downstairs and a 1-out walk. So first Bronco base runner, first runner of any type in this game. That brings up Maya January. We'll see if Fraley gets put in motion at first base. Here's the pitch, off speed and in there. Called strike. Evens the count 1-1. Runner goes. And is safe at second as that throw did get through the shortstop who tried to cut it off. Second baseman was able to prevent it from trickling into center field. Broncos do use the running game. It is now 2-1 to the batter, January. Bentley looking in. Swung on and lifted in the air right to the right fielder. Doesn't even need to move, but it does move that runner up. Tagging from second to third was Fraley. 2 down now. A runner on third for the Broncos. Well, it don't come much more routine than that. The Baldwin right fielder, that's Kristen Manbeck, literally did not have to move, did not take a full step, kind of just shuffled back a half step maybe, and able to put the squeeze on it. Bentley trying to dodge a 1-out walk facing the cleanup hitter Nora Burrell, third baseman for the Broncos. The first lefty on lefty action of the evening. One pitch coming. Swung on, tapped, foul to the first base side. Two strikes from Bentley to Burrell. Cracked to straightaway center field, and once again, center fielder barely had to move for it. A couple hard hit balls, a couple hard hit outs. Still scoreless heading to the second inning here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just one block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
Top portion of inning number 2 here on Spring Hill Sports Live between the Broncos and the Bulldogs. As the first pitch in there from D. Strike one on Caitlin Bass, the catcher of the Baldwin Bulldogs. One strike pitch is low. And we're going to talk to you about the keys to tonight's game, which are brought to you by Amy Kelly Homes of Reese Nichols Real Estate. As D looks in. That one was in there. Found that outside corner. The key to finding your dream home is having someone who makes you already feel at home. Key in at amykelly.reesenichols.com. And with the Broncos coming in here with such a strong record, that one off the plate, good take by the Baldwin catcher. With the Broncos being the 5A team, with them coming in 8-2, with the Baldwin Bulldogs coming in with a little bit of more of a struggle this season, I'm just looking for Brielle D to simply attack the strike zone. When you are the favorite, you don't want to be scared of these hitters. You want to let your defense play behind you. That's what D has done so far. That is my key to the game, at least on the defensive side of the ball. No free passes. Strike 3 call. D goes inside on the catcher Doty, and they are going to end up throwing down to first after it was dropped, and they do successfully record that first out. Also coming later on in this game, we're going to talk about some area matchups, some upcoming programming here on Spring Hill Sports Live as well, presented by Elliott Insurance Group. You'll have to stay tuned for all that. Clean count in to Michaela Hirschman. This one tapped on the ground to the second baseman, flip on to first for out number 2. Bronco infield making the routine play. Ball travels quickly on this dirt surface infield. Here's Lauren Berg. Berg is the shortstop, starts in the number 6 spot here in this single game between the Bulldogs and Broncos. Home purple, black numbers for the Broncos. Saw them in the shade earlier coming up to bat. It's the pants and the socks that are black. It's the uniform that is very dark purple. And a lot of other Broncos sets in other sports tend to use purple, white, and the yellow as D pumps in another strike. But I like this version a little more golden trim with darker purple, and that makes it pop from that black lower half. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in inning number 2. Still no score between the Bulldogs and the Broncos. Wind up, and the pitch is cracked into right field, deposited for a 2-out single. That one a couple feet in front of the Bronco right fielder, Campbell Murmis. And the Bulldogs have their first base runner of the contest as Berg stands on first base. We'll see if they get in motion. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Strike zone has expanded to that outside portion just a bit early on in this game. As we check on that runner on first. The pitch was low. Kristen Manbeck, the right fielder, batting from the right side against D. Lanky righty, high sock look. It's actually all 18 players on the field, I think, using that uniform high sock. 3-1 the count here with 2 down. That one pumped in there, found that outside spot as Manbeck was looking middle in. Full count pitch, still got the runner on first, should be in motion here with 2 down. And swinging and missing at strike 3 and out number 3, heading to the Broncos second. This is Spring Hill Sports Live.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Well, the area matchups are brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. As you get a look at the Bulldogs trying to keep Broncos off the board here, ending number 2, bottom of the second. And striding up to the plate for the Broncos, the first baseman, Julia Becker. That one tapped on the ground to third base. It was fair. And rounding first, heading to second base is Becker, who will stop there. Ball finally comes in. That one was grounded just past the third baseman, and a left fielder had problems retrieving it. As we were going to attempt to take a moment to chat about the area matchups, a gust of wind and a leadoff 2-base knock kind of throwing a wrench into our plans. Becker standing on second, nobody down here, as Campbell Murmis, right fielder, up to the plate again. Next Monday, your Broncos take on Paola in baseball. That game will be carried by this very network. Becker dancing around between second and third between these block ball pitches. 2 balls the count now to the batter, Murmis. And the pitch is low. But looking around the Frontier League for today, There is a varsity track meet, multiple schools kind of combo at Tonganoxie. Also have Paola and Lawrence in a track and field meet. A lot of that track and field is kind of just starting now, covering track and field with this setup. Wouldn't that be something? That would be a huge adventure. That is going to be a 3-1 walk. So 2 runners on now with nobody down. Inning number 2, trouble for the Bulldogs as Delaney Hill comes up to the plate. This is your only Frontier softball matchup of the evening, so you're going to want to keep it locked right here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Ortho all evening long. Runners on first and second, nobody down here. Broncos threatening for the first time. That one lifted into the air. It's going to run the gap, one hop the wall. And one runner, and just the one runner, is going to score. But now second and third, nobody down. Big RBI double by the catcher, Delaney Hill. That one, just one bounce off the center field fence. Marissa January coming up with a chance to do some major damage. Lefty to righty, grounded to third base. And the throw onto first, not in time. Infield single, another RBI, make it 2-0 Broncos. Marissa January gets it done with the wheels, the speedy center fielder. So the number 9 batter, Blair Summer now, left fielder, up at the plate. Easy steal of second base for January. The chants intensifying from that Spring Hill dugout. One of my very favorite things about the game of softball that you just don't see. And that one squirts through. It might score one, it does, and the other runner moves up to third as well. So still nobody out. 3 runners have crossed the plate early here in the second inning for the Broncos. They put a hurt on Lewisburg, really lopsided score there in that doubleheader both times, and showing early signs of possibly trying to get the Bulldogs' wheels to fall off early on in this one. 0-1 to Summer, down low. Long pause by Riley Bentley. And now the lefty deals up high, another walk. So Broncos been eager to use that running game and would expect that to continue with another outfielder on base and with a first and third situation. We'll see if that does indeed come to fruition. Lineup will turn over. Here is Emma Reeves. Pitch is grounded past the shortstop and into center field. It will score 1. And an RBI single for Reeves keeps that line moving. 4-0 Broncos over the Bulldogs here in the second. Still nobody out. E-money is what they chant from that Bronco dugout. Emma Reeves punching a single through the infield. Olivia Fraley now bats for the second time. The pitch again right up the middle. That one through for a single, and the runner going to try to score. Throw cut off, and Blair Summer becomes the 5th Bronco to cross the plate here in the second. Well, they are producing RBI hits just about as fast as I can update the scorebook. Still, nobody out in the second inning here, as the Broncos have threatened now to blow this one open. Runners still on first and second. That one right in there for a strike. Maya January, number 3 hitter for the Broncos, takes up high. Broncos not disappointing in my first helping of Spring Hill softball. Have heard so much about this tremendous program from the state championships that precede the move to 5A, and to the number of players that I have seen in the archives at Johnson County Community College. As that one grounded to third, bobbled, and safe over at third base. That was Reeves diving in, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out here in inning number 2. Nora Burrell up to bat. Will do so from the left side, lefty to lefty. Riley Bentley trying to prevent the wheels coming off. That one's low. Look back at our scoreboard to make sure I've got it correct, and I do. A base hit. Could plate 2, could plate 3. Burrell, third baseman, swings and taps it foul in front of the Baldwin dugout. Bentley able to cruise through that bottom of the first inning, but yet to record an out here in inning number 2. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and lifted right at us. This one is going to be caught by the center fielder and a toss back in. It'll be a sac fly. A nice running catch. And I mean, when I say directly at us, that was hit exactly at our vantage point here. A excellent running catch in center field. Allie Darnell making the squeeze for the Bulldogs, but not before the Broncos add another. And the runner also scampered from second to third base. It is now 6-0 Spring Hill. And Caden, I've been pressing all my buttons here on the controls, but that one, I mean, that one made me jump a little bit. I couldn't press anything. I had my eyes locked on the softball as it seemed suspended in midair. I thought that might hit off the fence right in front of us.
I was wondering if a ball like that would ever off the fence or come right at us, and sure enough it did.
Yeah, you kind of make this setup, you realize, wow, we've got cameras right in, practically inside of the fence, basically. Trying to peek through the chain link as the Bronco runners are now on second and third base with the one down. Both runners in motion. That one grounded to third base, going to retire one. The throw back over to third is not going to be in time, and another Bronco run does cross the plate, but Bulldogs finally able to record a couple of outs. As we are saying, though, Caden, it really, baseball and softball, they both have a way, the game just has a way of finding you. You know, you try to set up somewhere you might be out of the way, but that just is not possible, frankly. That one smacked off the pitcher, going to be deflected, and no play. We're going to have time and an injury check on the Baldwin pitcher. Now, did that one score another run? I'm not sure. Yes, it did. So another infield single RBI. Bronco bats just staying hot. It is 8-0, all 8 coming in this second inning for Spring Hill. Well, after this one, folks, be sure to stick around for the post-game show. Going to try to get you some area softball updates, look at some Frontier League standings, preview some upcoming matchups. All here on Spring Hill Sports Live after the conclusion of this contest between the Broncos and the Bulldogs. Thankfully, Riley Bentley is okay for Baldwin. Again, that infield single just hit off of her leg and was deflected to the shortstop, Lauren Berg. Not able to make the play. I believe this is Hill at the plate for Spring Hill. That one wrapped on the ground at the shortstop. Nice pickup and steps on second base. Fine play defensively. Finally ends the Bronco portion of the second inning. Not before Spring Hill strike for 8 runs. They lead it big time here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Ladies, do you know what you want to drink?
Ooh, yeah, I'll have the unlimited coffee.
Me too. You got some coffee?
You know, back in my day, unlimited meant there were no limits.
But you need a
Tired of paying for unlimited offers that leave you feeling limited? Experience Limitless with Go Brawley.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Spring Hill Broncos back in the field after that offensive explosion in the bottom portion of the second inning. This is now the third with no one down. Still D in the circle. First pitch wrapped on the ground past the first baseman, and that will be a leadoff single. And it looks like that was Bentley, the pitcher for the Bulldogs. Some self-help as she will try to come around and score the first Baldwin run of the contest. Well, Baldwin threatening to bunt. Zoe Crump coming in, the left fielder. Baldwin down 8-0 here. And they do get one down. It is bunted in fair territory. Strong throw to first of 4 out. Number 1 moves the runner up. So Baldwin playing for that single run despite the big deficit. But you got to start somewhere. Not necessarily a bad strategy when you've got a pitcher locked in the way that Brielle D has been early on in this game. That does turn over the lineup for the Bulldogs with 1 out here, inning number 3. The pitch tapped on the ground. This one past the shortstop right into left field, and the throw in is a good one. Keeps runners at first and third base. A quick rally though for the Bulldogs. Man, I love covering junior college softball over at Johnson County Community College. And one of the reasons I love it is because it is so fast-paced. And what I've got to say about high school softball in my first serving of it, it's even faster. Hits are coming faster than I can record them on my sheet, or faster than the Bulldogs can get back to second base. Unassisted double play. The Bronco first baseman, Julia Becker, snaring a pop-up in foul territory, getting back to first. We are headed to the bottom of the third. This is Spring Hill softball.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com. What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home, all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Broncos softball entering the bottom portion of the third inning here on Spring Hill Sports Live, and was alluding to kind of the minor differences between the JUCO and the collegiate game, and was then reminded that the number 3 hitter, one of the key players for my Cavaliers of Johnson County Community College, as strike one is swung on down low and missed by Marissa January, leading off the bottom of the third. Gage Pinkerton, former Bronco catcher. She has made the number 3 spot in that Johnson County batting order her own. That is the 17-5 Johnson County Cavaliers, one of the finest teams in the state of Kansas. Just completed a 2-game sweep of Fort Scott yesterday. And again, if you are looking for updates on what Pinkerton and the Cavs are doing, you can follow me at Alex Smith PXP on Twitter. Also expect plenty of Bronco highlights of every variety here during the spring seasons, as we like to show these oftentimes less documented, oftentimes less broadcasted spring sporting events. 2-2 pitch now to January. Puts a charge into one. This one is going to one-hop the wall, and rounding first over to second is January. Good-looking 2-strike approach there for the Bronco center fielder. Still managed to get plenty of power into that swing despite the 2 strikes. And the Broncos in business once again. Most of the damage came with nobody out back in the second inning. Blair Summer, left fielder, now at the plate. Only a couple lefties in this Spring Hill starting lineup. That one tapped foul in front of home. January also got to second base in a hurry. But Darnell plays a good center field, got over and cut that ball off after it one-hopped the fence. Here's the pitch, up high. Baldwin catcher Caitlin Bass trying to frame that one up, unable to do so. 2-1 now. That one low, tap foul. Well, should this game go to the regular 7 innings may have a beautiful Midwest sunset for you tonight. That's something that I have enjoyed on many doubleheader broadcasts, but a lot of times these single games don't fit that in the broadcast window. But one of my favorite parts about Broncos soccer is that you can see that sunset. Base hit through the second baseman is going to score the first Bronco run of this inning, the 9th Bronco run of the contest. And to my knowledge, 15-0 run rule after 3 innings and 10 run rule after 5. Again, this is my first high school softball game in the state of Kansas, so appreciate the fans bearing with me as I get my bearings. That hit deposited into right field as well. Throw came into second base and then trickled through. So now runners on first and second with nobody down still in inning number 3. Lineup turns over. Check that, it had already turned over. This is Olivia Fraley, the number 2 hitter, the designated player. Possible bunt situation for the Broncos, but I think when the bats are rolling as they are and you got a lead as you do, I don't think you need to bunt. Red helmet adorning the dark purple uniform. Swung on and chopped on the ground to the shortstop. Force play on at third, and they are able to record that elusive first out. So here's January. Maya. Swung on and lifted into left field. One hops the wall again. Both Januaries doubling to almost the same spot. And that one did score another Bronco run. Well, Marissa January, the center fielder, Maya January, the shortstop, both key contributors to this Bronco defense, and both contributing substantially to the Bronco offense here in the third. Lefty's pitch is popped up on the infield and caught by the shortstop. Well, looks like my graphic is not handling the double digit very well. Pitch is swung on and grounded to the shortstop. Routine throw to first. For out number 3, the Broncos strike for 2 more. It is now 10-0. Broncos over the Bulldogs. This is Spring Hill Sports Live.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
At Olay.
Well, a little bit of a lineup change here for Spring Hill, heading into this now inning number 4 here between the Broncos and the Bulldogs. The new pitcher in from first base, Julia Becker, and the pitcher Brielle D just heads over to first, so that's a direct 1-for-1 swap. The righty's first pitch is high and outside. Inning number 4 now between the Broncos and the Bulldogs. Nobody out here as the Broncos struck for 8 in the second, 2 in the third. That outside pitch is swung on and missed. Becker gassing up the hitter. Waiting for the batter to step back in, does so. Here's the pitch. Up high. Baldwin have progressed a couple runners to third, but have not had more than a base runner in each inning thus far. And that is going to be a leadoff walk for the Dogs. So one on with nobody out. As we get a temporary break from the wind here. Becker looks in and deals outside. Umpires are the only ones this evening who pull the full doubleheader, as this one is lifted into left field, should be playable, and is caught fairly routinely there by Blair Summer. Again, apologies, we don't frame up the outfielders. That's pretty much the aspect of the action that we miss, but we can cover all the other angles. Becker looking in to Hirschman. Righty to righty, flared foul over the fencing. Ball retrieval is always a key part of these games. Now, I don't know if, Caden, if you've seen those fields that have the little tube that fans can just drop the ball in and it leads straight into the dugout and you can get them right back. But that's the one thing I haven't seen on many Kansas fields that I see in my home state of Minnesota. I think we could use out here. A game enduring a brief stoppage. But we do have 2 down here with the runner on. That one tapped on the ground and throw over to second, a collision at second base. That certainly did not feel good. Emma Reeves took a pretty hard knock there. And didn't need to go to second either. Could have gone straight to first, had the 2 outs. Oh, I thought there was just 1, but scoreboard says 2, and we do go with the scoreboard. Injury check not needed. Berg at the plate, slashes one foul down the first base side. A pitch in there. 0-2 now. Becker looks in and fires away, swung on and missed. And Caden, I knew it. There were 2 outs on the scoreboard and there was only 1 out in the game. And I could sense it, but nonetheless, I was swayed by the scoreboard. Now there are certainly 2 outs. Folks, I'm doing my best, but when I'm given faulty information, and I relay that information, that's out of my hands. 1 strike early in the at-bat, now 1 ball as well. Broncos 8 in inning number 2, 2 in the third, and could potentially end it in the bottom portion of the fourth, were they to exceed 15 runs. A couple of their recent contests against Lewisburg ended that way. Everyone up and down this batting lineup can really swing the stick. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Back-to-back punchies. Julia Becker heads back to the dugout. Broncos need 5 to end it. They lead 10-0 here, heading to the bottom of inning number 4.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Bottom of the fourth inning here on Spring Hill Sports Live between the Broncos and the Bulldogs. Nobody out as that first pitch is popped up in the air and it drops just past the pitcher. Nobody touched it though, and it blows just foul. Wow. Now I've seen a lot, and when I say I've seen a lot, I don't say that to be boastful. I'm just saying I've seen Division I games, I've seen JUCO games, I've seen a lot of high school games, and that was a first. I've never seen a pop-up like that made it past the pitcher's mound. It dropped past the pitcher. That ball had plenty of spin on it, also aided by the buffeting wind, and ended up still going foul. It's what I love about so many of these sports, kind of as you go lower down the food chain from JUCO into high school, you see more unexpected things. You see more actions and players making decisions and just doing things that you cannot anticipate. That time it was ball physics that kind of surprised me. Nobody out here in the fourth. That one is going to drop in front of the right fielder. Leadoff single for the Broncos, again needing 5 runs to end this game here in inning number 4. This one lifted high in the air, caught by the Baldwin shortstop. As you will pardon me, or at least I hope you will, that was Audrey Rodina at the plate. Broncos using a number of pinch hitters here with this game kind of out of reach for the Bulldogs. I'm just doing my best to identify them. Hard to see the numbers from here in center field as they come up to the plate. But it is still Bentley, the pitcher out there for the Bulldogs, with now 1 down here. Wind is picking up, as I'm sure you're experiencing. Runner goes and slides in safely to second. The score, that one as indifference by the Bulldogs. 11th run doesn't mean much to them. Can't fault that mentality or that choice. Bregman is currently at the plate, locked in a 1-2 battle. Swings and fouls that one off, or just about. Multicolored helmets adorned this dark purple home kit for the Broncos. I've seen red, I've seen black, I've seen white. And as a former high school baseball player who never owned my own helmet, I know what that's like. You never get the same color. You kind of just take what's available. 2-strike pitch once again is fouled back. Baseball and softball, some of the more equipment-intensive sports on offer at your average American high school. Of course, lacrosse, football, probably even more so. Hockey, forget it. That off-speed pitch is swung on and missed. Strong off-speed delivery from Riley Bentley. And there are now 2 down in the 4th. Bentley now with lefty on lefty, has that one grounded just past her, and the runner will reach. And runner around third trying to score. It does so standing. And a couple more Broncos staying in motion out at second base, though, was the runner trying to get over there. So 11-0 now. Broncos tack on another, but run into an out on the base pass. Headed to inning number 5. Bulldogs need at least 2. This is Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us how.
Fifth inning here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Bulldogs need a couple of runs to cross to keep this one going. And it is Riley Bentley, the Baldwin pitcher, coming up with the first say for the Dogs. That one way up high as Julia Becker entered the contest last inning. And that one blew away my Broncos sponsors. Good thing I've done a couple of broadcasts here on Spring Hill Sports Live. I know we're sponsored by Strode Orthodontics. I know that Michael Gran has got the halftime show. Of course, there is no halftime in softball. Here comes the pitch. It is tapped up high. But potentially coming up after this half inning, will be the Shoemaker Collision and Repair Paint Center post-game show, so make sure you keep it locked in right here on Spring Hill Sports Live as the score stands at 11-0. That one swung on and missed. Becker sits down Bentley, her opposite pitcher, for the first out of inning number 5. Crump at the plate, rocking the 0-0, which I've never seen in softball or baseball. I've never seen 0-0, but we have changed that today with Zoe Crump. Righty to lefty, left outside. 1-1 the count now with one down. Becker looks in and delivers outside corner. Strike 2. Both dugouts have quieted down from their early game frenzy. And going back to that same spot was Becker. And Crump couldn't pull the trigger. Neither could the umpire. We'll do the 2-strike pitch again. Here it is, tapped. No, swung on and missed. Thought I heard some contact. Might have been foul tipped. But nonetheless, Becker, 2 straight strikeouts here in inning number 5 as the Bulldogs are down to their last. 11-0. A Bronco lead was built on an 8-run second. That one lined to the third baseman. And the Broncos are winners of this one. Both teams kind of just waiting, confirming, yes, this game is over. So your final after just 5 innings, the Broncos, another run rule victory here in Spring Hill, takes just over 1 hour as they use 8 second-inning runs to win by a final of 11-0. Again, your Shoemaker Collision Repair and Paint Center postgame coming up next. This is Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com. Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
First Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
$11-0, your Broncos winners over the Baldwin Bulldogs this evening as you are watching the post-game show brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. Alex Smith here with Caden Carbajo breaking down what we just saw. And again, that was another run rule victory, the 9th win of the season for your Spring Hill Broncos. 11-0 was the final score. Strong performance from both Maya January and Marissa January. A couple of doubles in that third inning. They both doubled to nearly the same spot. That was my personal pick for kind of moment of the game as they've had run scoring hits part of that third inning, but the 8-run second really what ends up undoing the Baldwin Bulldogs. Looking ahead for Baldwin, or for Spring Hill rather, they're going to take on Olathe North and Olathe Northwest. Those matches taking place on Thursday, so that is tomorrow. A little triangular action looks like at Olathe. I believe that is going to happen at the Olathe District Activities, that big multi-field complex. If I'm not mistaken, both North and Northwest utilize that one. And then back out for Paola, doubleheader softball on Tuesday, April the 25th, and then Lansing on Thursday. Both of those are doubleheaders, April 27th. And looking ahead for Baldwin, they will take on Eudora on both Friday and Monday. Friday will be a single game, and then Monday is a doubleheader for them. Thursday, they get Paola in a doubleheader, so lots of native frontier softball coming Baldwin's way. They get a chance to kind of dig out of that hole. They are now 3-6 on the season. They have lost 2-17, 0-15, and now 0-11 in their last 3 games. Got to break that. Those 2 prior defeats coming to Ottawa, who look like one of the Frontier League outfits maybe best equipped to take on the Spring Hill Broncos this season. Your winning pitcher of record started the game in the circle, Brielle D, and the losing pitcher, Riley Bentley, spent the entire evening in the circle for the Baldwin Bulldogs. For Caden Carbajo, I have been Alex Smith saying so long. We'll be back right here on Spring Hill Sports Live on Monday. Bronco baseball versus the Paola Panthers will come your way. This has been Bronco softball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented all season long by Strode Orthodontics.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics. creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.